Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got a surprise for you guys today. We are in the 21. We are driving to go pick up a very important part for an engine build that we're doing. I don't want to ruin the surprise just yet, but we're gonna hit the road. It's about 2 hours each way, so definitely just an afternoon trip. I felt like enjoying quiet and a nice radio, so we grabbed the 21 and left the hood stacked 07 at home. Looks like we're in for some pretty sweet weather. I just saw lightning and you see all that rain and crap over there, so could be a very interesting drive. We'll see how she does, and I'll update you guys if I see anything cool. A quick fuel stop and we'll hit the road. Something that's always blown my mind is like, it's literally sunny and it is like downpouring right here. Always kind of interesting on road trips, the weather. Utah definitely needed the rain, so I'm not one to complain, but yeah, maybe it'll be a little bit greener on the drive home for us. Here we are in Richfield, Utah. Kind of pretty. I guess I've driven by here a lot going to the East Coast, but yeah, this is Richfield. About an hour and a half, 2 hours away from our shop in Cedar. So I'll show you guys where we're going. We hit some flooding here. It really sucks, but we're just gonna go right through it. Hope for the best. Pretty cool. Not too deep, but oh well. And here we are. For those of you guys that don't know, oh my goodness, that seatbelt noise is freaking something else. Somebody comment, I know somebody did, but I can't remember where it's at. If you know how to shut that damn doorbell off. But we are here at Precision Machine in Richfield. Actually, Precision Diesel Machine. I would have given you guys a tour, but the power was out. However, we have our new cylinder head, and we'll get it home, get it unboxed, and show you guys what it's all about. We are over at PDD's alternative race shop. I apologize for the lights flickering, but let's get this crate of glory opened up and show you guys what we have. Again, huge thank you to Tyler, Kipp, Industrial Injection, and Precision Diesel Machine for getting us set up. Okay, so what we are looking at is the industrial injection race head. Now, normally this comes with their valve springs, comes fire ringed, it comes with a ZZ Fab shelf, but like anything I do in life, I had to make Tyler's, life a little harder. So what we did was Manton valve springs. I'm a huge fan of everything that Trevor has to offer. Chances are, if I'm not using a Manton labeled product, it is probably a private labeled Manton product. And just look at this thing. They packaged it really well. I'm quite interested in what this is here. I don't know, it's like a little bit of adhesive, but actually a really cool idea to not only keep the surface clean, but also sealed from debris. You guys can see here, this is, I'm not sure exactly the specs on it. I don't know if Tyler just didn't give them to me or if I don't remember, but I do know that these valves are a different kind of material. This is something that just industrial injection uses, to my knowledge. That's what Tyler told me. And you guys can see here, just these beautiful port jobs. Let me try to get a little flashlight going on here. Hold on. We're back with the flashlight. Just look at that. Nice guides in there. Lot of work into this. Not that anybody else doesn't do just as much work, but just appreciate it with me. So what they do, I got to see their operation. Like I said, I wish their cameras would have been working, or their power would have been on. They run this head through their CNC port machine, and then they put it on a flow bench, and then they hand port all of the cylinders to be within, I don't know what spec they are, but they do it to keep them uniform. And then Donovan Harris sent me this shelf quite a while ago, and I told him I would find a use for it. Well, by golly, did I happen to find a use for it. So this is an Armor Inc. Eastland suspension billet shelf. I believe this only fits a 6.7, but I do think they have a 5.9 rail version as well. They include all the hardware. There was a love note in here saying that I owed them. It was great. But Armor Inc. up in Canada. Chances are you'll probably talk to Ashley on the phone. Really awesome lady. Don't try to test her either. She's had a triple turbo Cummins long before triple turbos were really popular. And this is their piece that they offer. Not unlike a lot of shelves, the only nice part is that 4-inch V-band, a ton of CNC blending, as you guys can see right there. Just a gorgeous piece. I wouldn't say downside, but one thing I would, I don't know if I got a prototype or what, but you do actually have to weld the bolt, I don't know, like a spacer that's threaded or whatever. Basically, you have to weld on the tabs to mount the rail. Not a big deal. We obviously possess those tools, but just a gorgeous piece. It looked a lot better like 8 months ago when it was freshly polished, but you guys get the drift. It's billet. It's fancy. Look at that. Thread-in freeze plugs, which is not uncommon. And then let's show you guys the intake side of this cylinder head here. Just gorgeous. Now, the ZZ Fab shelf and the Armor shelf are different, which is why some of this has been left. But as you guys can see, all the places where the air has to flow through, they did port that out. You guys can see all the hand blending that went in, or at least I can right here. Not that it looks bad, but there's definitely a difference between a CNC port job and a hand blend, but they did a fantastic job. Now, the only downside to this whole thing is that bolt hole right there. We got to figure out what we want to do with it. It is pretty tight as far as sealing goes. So I haven't really made up my mind yet on how I want to fix that. I'll probably get Will's opinion, but just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous work. I'm in love. Now to answer the question, why are we over at PDD's Race Shop? Well, one of the cool tools that Power Driven has acquired lately is this SF-1020 flow bench. This is a super flow. This measures cylinder head flow. So Will was like, hey, I'd really like to check out what this industrial head flows. I was like, dang, that'd actually be pretty sick. So I'm waiting for him. We'll get it on the flow bench and kind of give you guys some rough numbers. Being 100% real with you guys, this machine is loud. I'll probably get a clip of it running, and then I'll give you guys a breakdown of the numbers. It is loud, it's obnoxious, but one thing we are gonna test, flow with and without the shelf, flow with a steed speed versus flow with a stainless diesel comp T6. It's kind of give you guys an idea. Not all manifolds are created equal. I can tell you right now, even if the stainless does not flow as well as the steed, due to space constraints, that will probably be the manifold that we end up running regardless. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this mounted up on the flow bench and see what she does. So one of the things we're noticing right off the bat, they foregoed the top hat seal for more of a older 12 valve design, probably for more lift before it bottoms out on the seal. We're all rigged up, test springs.
And we gotta get this centered, so we gotta go one more line.
And that presses down and measures the valve travel there.
So here's the lift numbers. This was without the intake shelf on. These are thousandths of lift, and this is CFM flowed. So this one didn't taper off. Pretty decent for the valve size. Now we got our Armor Ink shelf on, and let's see how good it flows. And here's the numbers. Here's the intake with shelf, without shelf, with all the different lifts. This is bare exhaust. This is a Steed Comp T6, and this is a stainless Comp T6 at all the different lifts.
Well guys, that was a pretty interesting experience between going to Precision Diesel Machine and picking up the cylinder head. I can't thank Tyler enough for making it very easy for me to get it ordered. I can't thank Dustin enough for getting it done in a timely manner. I think all in all it was like 3 weeks. We put it on the flow bench. Given the valve size, because we are running a 4 1/8 bore, I think they nailed it. It flowed really, really well through all the different lift points. The nice part, this was the first common rail head that we've ever flowed that didn't taper off. This one just kept going up little by little. So the overall flow was down compared to the 150 valve head that we've ran previous, but that head actually started to fall off the more you opened it past 500. This one actually just kept going. And something that Will had explained to me is basically in a boosted application, you want to see that not taper. You want it to just kind of either gradually increase or stay the same. Obviously with this Superflow cylinder head machine, what's the way to word it? It's not simulating a boosted application. So because that head just kept flowing past the valve lift, but the CFM kept going up, it kind of simulates what it might do in a boosted application, is the way he explained it to me. I'm not a cylinder head guy, but that was how I understood it. So we got the cylinder head. We're gonna get some more parts here pretty soon. I'm waiting on a couple of things from some people. I don't want to ruin the surprise yet, but just know we are working on this engine. I still have not heard anything from D&J on our Enforcer engine, but I assume that Drew is just really busy dealing with everyone else and that my stuff will get fixed in the order it came in. I didn't ask for any special treatment from him, nor would I expect it. So essentially what we're gonna have for the 05 is 2 engines. We're gonna have our deck plate Enforcer from Drew. I think that's gonna take over probably more of the events where I need a wet block. And then we are building another block that's going to be a little bit more geared towards just dynoing. I don't want to ruin the surprise yet, but that is what this industrial head is for. A lot of you guys saw that Hamilton comp wet block. That is what that other engine was for as well. So 2 engines. I'll kind of update you guys, and I definitely will show you guys as we build it. We're just waiting on like everything else, guys. I get a lot of customers that call in to Power Driven asking where their stuff's at. Well, I'm telling you right now, just like you guys, I also have to wait. We're waiting on pistons, we're waiting on some girdle stuff, we're waiting on some sleeves, stuff like that. So everyone is backed up. It sucks, but it's the way it is. Anyway, guys, the industrial injection or precision diesel machine, however you want to word it, I'm pretty sure you only can order that head through industrial. Thing looks awesome, flows great. I think it's going to do us very, very well. The only thing we have to do is obviously install the Armor Inc. shelf, which, huge shout out to Donovan. That is the first shelf that we've ever tried that did not lose a ton of CFM. Sorry, getting a little sick, but it at peak flow only lost 1 CFM. That is really, 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 really good. Other shelves that we've tried, I don't want to bash any brands, but other ones that we've tried, they didn't flow that good. We were losing 10, 15 CFM at peak valve lift. So that is awesome to see. Huge thank you to those guys for hooking it up on that shelf. It's beautiful. I'll polish it. We'll put it on. And then the other cool thing, and this is not a bash at Steed Speed, but Todd has always said the Steed Speed manifold outflows everything else. I'm here to tell you that the OG Steed Speed comp, I don't have the newest one, that's an older version, did in fact get beat by the stainless diesel comp T6. So a lot of you guys know Johnny, the stainless crew, they have that stupid fast pro mod. Their manifold actually picked up about 15 to 20 CFM everywhere that we checked it. You guys will see the numbers, I'll put them right here, but it killed the flow even against the Steed. So huge thank you to those guys for making a great product. And now I know what manifold we're gonna use. Hopefully you guys like this video. Drop a comment down below, subscribe if you're not already, and as always guys, I'll catch you on the next one.